Welcome to the practice. It would be pretty handy today to have a blanket, couple of blocks next to you, or if you have a bolster, that will be even better. And if you don't at home, you could use some cushions or pillows as substitute, just for some elevation and support throughout the practice. Today's practice focuses on deep frontline opening. We'll start with banana asana, lying down on your back. And then move the right foot to the right side. Keep the hips grounded and wiggle the chest to the right side. A big opening, like a banana shape on the left side body. Then cross the left foot over the right ankle. Reach arm overhead if that works, and grab hold of left elbow or left wrist with your right hand. Take a few moments to adjust. Find your edge, which doesn't necessarily need to be a very deep opening right away, and allow time. The next couple of minutes will remain still. This is a great place to bring awareness to the breath, and at the same time, notice if you could release any unconscious tension on the left side body. One more minute in this shape. Last couple of breaths. Very gently release the arms to the side of the body. Uncross the ankles. Bring the body back to the shape of Shavasana briefly, to reflect and observe the difference on both sides. When you're ready, cross the right ankle over the left, wiggle the chest to the left, keep the hips grounded and reach arm overhead. Hold right wrist or elbow. It may look different with the arms and shoulders. It is different for me because my left shoulder is a bit tight. Honor that difference as we use different sides of our body for different activities. Take a couple of moments to find the edge, and we'll resolve to remain stillness. Here's your opportunity to bring awareness back to breath. What are the differences on the right side? Identify and acknowledge without judgment. The sensation may be on the right hip. It may be on the right shoulder or arms even. The target area should never be where it feels good alone, but rather where you feel blocked. Be patient. One more minute to go on this side. Last few breaths. Slowly release back to neutral. Again, Shavasana for the rebound. Take the Shavasana to integrate the practice and the sensations within the body. Gently make your way up to seated pose very briefly to locate the blocks for our upcoming pose, bridge pose. Supported bridge, we use the block first setting, the second setting, and sometimes the highest setting, but not for today. So we'll start with the first setting. Lie back down on the mat. Bend both knees, arms alongside the body, and lift the hip up. Place the block underneath the sacrum at the base of the spine, where the bony part is. And we'll start to slowly extend one leg out and notice the sensation. If this is already the edge, then stay here. And if the body allows you to go forward, then extend both legs out. Your arm can remain alongside the body, or reach arms overhead for extra extension. Take a few moments. This is a great front hip opening pose. Of course, if the block at this point becomes a bit too harsh, this is a great place to use your pillows or cushions for a bit of extra comfort and support. Find your pose, and we will remain still from here for the next few minutes. We won't stay here for too long, as it's quite an intense pose. The front hip contains a lot of experiences, stress, in a very deep cellular level. So if you could, I would actually recommend to practice supported bridge pose on daily basis. It's a great way to release the stress so that it doesn't become a memory within the body. And for some of you, it may not feel the most comfortable. It may even feel a bit edgy, and that's exactly what we're working on. One more minute to go in this shape. Can you let go a little bit more tension and muscle engagement in this shape? Last few breaths. Exhale. To come out, we'll reverse the movement. Gently place palm alongside the body, bend both knees one by one, and engage your core muscle, and very gently to lift the hip up just high enough to remove the block. Drop the hip back down. This may be a good place to give both knees a good hug and squeeze. Even gently move the knees in circles to massage the lower back. Gently extend the legs out long for a very brief moment before moving on to the next setting of supported bridge pose. For the next stage, there is option to use either the second setting of the block, which can be quite intense for most people. Alternatively, you can layer up your pillows or cushions or place a bolster underneath your buttocks. Lie back down on the mat. Bend both knees one by one. Again, locate the bolster or your layered cushions. Slide the bolster under the butt. Again, option to extend one leg out at a time, or extend both legs out long, arms open out, or extend the arms overhead. If it works for you, you can hold opposite elbows for stability, or simply let go any effort of holding or engaging muscle. When body comes to an unusual shape that the body is not used to, there's quite often protective layer of fear. So see if you can, with every exhale, let go any holdings or tensions at the lower back, the front hips, or even tensions to hold up the knees. Or between the teeth. Make sure there's no sharp pain. If there's any discomfort, see if the discomfort could slowly dissolve with each exhale. During this process, if any memories, experiences, stress, or even a level of trauma arise to the surface, allow it to be. And remember acceptance. Full acceptance. Few more breaths in this shape. Make the most of it. Prepare to come out of this shape. Start to deepen the breath. Lower down the arms if they're not alongside the body. Bend the knees one at a time. Be as meditative as possible and very gently slide the bolster out and drop the back onto the mat. Hug both knees. Either stay here or gently draw circles with the knee to massage the lower back. It is more deep than the previous pose, so be gentle with the body. And be gentle with any emotions or sensations that rise up to the surface. Release back to Shavasana, a brief rebound. Start to prepare for the next pose, reclined half butterfly. Gently make your way up to set up the bolster behind the back. Place the bolster along the mat the long way behind the back. Make sure there is a distance of a fist between the lower back and the bolster. If it feels good, if you don't have blocks to use, you could simply keep the legs extended. Otherwise, locate both blocks on the sides of the knee. Bring the soles of the feet together and set up the block. You will know the flexibility and how open the knees could be and how deep the hip will allow you to go. So just keep them handy next to the knees. Take an inhale, straighten the back, and exhale, recline back to the bolster. The knees naturally fall out to the side to different settings of the blocks you set up. Feel free to change them. And my suggestion would be allow a bit of space for the hip to open a bit more as we go deeper into this shape. Some of you may have very open hip, but I would still recommend to have some level of support underneath the knees. Having them will make the knees and the hips and the leg muscle more likely to relax. Now the target area is the front chest, the shoulders, a reminder to check in with the body and notice which part of the body is noticing or feeling what sensation. And wait, try not to label them good or bad, simply identify and acknowledge. accept. We are going to be in this shape for slightly longer than other poses. So if at any stage the hips are not feeling very good, you can always extend the legs out long on the mat. So you can bring a full focus onto the upper body. Awareness on breath. And then on the front of the body. Gentle reminder of awareness back to breath. Last minute in this shape. Can you let go a little more? Can you be even more still? Mentally prepare to come out of the shape by starting to deepening the breath. Use the help of the hands. Gently close the knees if they're still open. Keep the knees bent slide your body off the bolster onto the mat. Well done. We'll come back to Shavasana, our classic rebound pose. After all the front opening and gentle back bending, we're going to move to next shape, which is a counter pose of half butterfly seated forward fold. You could set up different layers of support by utilizing different ways of layering blocks and bolsters based on different setting. Give it a few trials and testings to find the best location for the forehead to rest on in the next few minutes. When you sit it in half butterfly, if the lower back is pulling you towards the back, that means an elevation will do you some help. And moving the feet closer to the hips will target the inner thigh, whereas if you move the feet further away, it will target more the hamstrings. We'll take 3 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, exhale, fold with straight back. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold all the way. Let go any holding in the arms and hands. Bring your chin towards the chest and round the spine without any effort, knowing that with time, everything shall come. Which is really the minimum amount of time that could allow the shape to work deeper towards the connective tissues, the bones, the joints, ligaments. In energetic level, butterfly pose, folding position is a great opportunity to let go anything that's not working with us anymore, not working for us anymore. So a reminder to practice on letting go. What is something at this moment in your life you would like to let go? It doesn't have to be anything specific. It could be something symbolic or a certain way of feeling things or a certain energy you would like to remove. Letting go, creating space for new things to arrive. Supine twist before Shavasana. Locate your bolster in case you want it to be a bit more supportive and restorative. Place the bolster on the right hand side. Lie down on the mat. Bring the left knee towards the body. Hug the left knee to the chest. And use the help of the right hand to bring the left knee to the bolster or towards the floor on the right. Tuck your right hip under the left. Reach left arm out. If possible, you can even turn the head towards the left side. Just a few breaths here. Mindfully return to center. Release the left leg out and bring right knee towards chest. Repeat on the second side. Bring the right knee towards the bolster or on the left side floor. Reach right arm out. Make sure either the right shoulder or the right knee is grounded. A few abdominal breathing. Gently return to center. Hug both knees towards chest. Final knee hug. If you wish, good place to circle the knees and massage lower back. Repeat on the other direction as well. And when you are ready, come back to Mahashavasana, the great Shavasana pose. Separate the feet wide, toes fall out to the sides. Bring the arms away from the body. Palms facing up with fingers naturally curved. Head is centered, eyes closed. Separate the eyebrow to relax the forehead. And separate the teeth slightly to relax the jaw. Amazing work opening the front body and releasing stress. Well-earned Shavasana. Bring awareness back to breath and notice the whole body expand and relax as you breathe in and out. Enjoy. Bring awareness back to breath. Come to remember the body being heavy on the mat. Introduce movements back to your fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Maybe arms overhead for a full body stretch. When you're ready, we'll slowly transition to a seated pose. This is a great place to continue in meditation. If you wish. Otherwise, thank you for practicing with me today. Be well.